Alright then, let's capture this fucker. This is a... what are they called again? Aerial guard. And now Spirit can turn into it. So far, the only thing I haven't captured, because I just can't get them to reappear over in the Bend of Time, is the Acacia Private and Sergeant. Irritates the hell out of me. Oh, it's a blue nade. I thought it was white. Oh well. I fucked it up. These guys are amazing to have in the Janus tournament. Boop. Nice front flip. Alright then. Okay, when do I find it? I'm going to switch out Orla for Gobrick just for a little bit, because we get his ultimate tech here. Oop. And you need him in your party to get it, because otherwise it's useless. I guess. I actually really like Gobrick. It's a shame I don't use him as much as I used to, but he's really cool. I'm gonna try my best not to get into battles, but I can still just womp anything I come across, really. Go around you, back here, and we get a Forget-Me-Not pot, which I'm going to immediately equip Justina. Just for a while, though. Until I get the last of the stuff here. Round. In the door. There we go. Now, I believe he has only one other enemy here that I can transform into. I'm past you, because you're annoying. Go back inside. Level 2 lock required. Freeze this lock. Oh, great. I talked to... Motherfucker! Nope. Ignore you. Ignore all of you. And we go. Here we have the archipelago. Here's what it looked like originally. Here it is now. Level 2 locked. Releasing lock. Thank you. Where was the lock release for the elevator again? Might have been blanking lately. Come on, talk to it. Originally, El Nido was nothing but ocean. The El Nido archipelago is purely artificial, created by fate. It was a remodeling plan that took place 10,000 years ago. A plan to include islands blessed with nature in the Sea of El Nido. The main island of El Nido, Earth Dragon Isle, Water Dragon Isle, Black Dragon Isle. The development of elements using the energy of the natural world. The distribution of memory terminal devices called the Records of Fate that could survey and guide people's lives. Research Center staff who had their memories of the future erased left the center and began a life amidst nature. This is how Fate's paradise came into existence. And for 10,000 years, Fate has been watching over and guiding the descendants of the staff who left this research center. Everything was in perfect harmony, till the Fire Nation attacked. Sorry. That is, until 14 years ago, when a boy came in contact with a frozen flame on the night of the storm. So basically, all of the archipelago was originally just created by Fate to observe the evolution of man. The Dragon Knights, I'm assuming the people who owned Fort Dragonia in the beginning, were the originally parts of the staff, and they just evolved. They fucked everything there. That's a really blunt way of putting it, but yeah. So yeah, that's the origins of El Nido. Oh. Run past. And open this door now, because we can. Examine this. 0, error. Oh right, I have to have all these closed. Code confirmed. Recharge. This is literally the only recharge you can get in the game without glitching. Keep that in mind. Recharge, where is it? Where is recharge? Sure it was a retinate. Fuck. So let's, red. Zappa. Recharge. We only have 5 per game. Thankfully, I believe this does carry over, so you can get more of those when you do that. I believe the glitch I mentioned earlier that gives us pretty much unlimited rainbow shells does affect elements as well. Not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. Alright, now with Garbrick in our party, examine this box. We found Vincent Valentine. This cannot be. This is the ancient super weapon that was in development in Por. What's it doing here? It looks complete. So yeah, we get an ancient super weapon that's been worked on for 10,000 years. That is Garbrick's ultimate tech. If you use this combined with Top Shot, you get a combo tech. Unfortunately, Garbrick can't equip it yet. Well, he can, but I'm not going to give it to him. I have so many level 7 techs I can't equip. I have to wait until, probably level 40. Run past you, and you. Round, there we go. Back to the elevator. First floor. We need to go all the way up to the 4th floor to unlock the basement level, which is where we need to go. Yay! Talk about Metroidvania, right? Thankfully, we don't have to worry too much about revisiting old areas, unless you like switching through characters like I do. Okay, let's switch you out. Get back our Orla. Lovely, lovely Orla. Hello, Orla. Oh yeah, Pip has his ultimate tech as well. It's called Hell's Fury. Pip's is going to be annoying when I go to record his limit break or his techs, because I'm going to have to evolve Pip into the Angel form and Holy Beast form to get the recordings for it, which I'll be doing in the New Game Plus. So, yay! Hello, hello. Pardon me. Excuse me. Release lock. Lavos. An extraterrestrial life form that is thought to have fallen from the heavens 65 million years ago. On the timeline that existed before the history was changed, Lavos was assumed to have slept deep below the planet's surface, sleeping and consuming the planet's energy up until the day of destruction known as the Apocalypse. There are those who believe that 12,000 years ago, the legendary ancient magical civilization known as Zeal came into contact with Lavos. That fateful encounter is said to have resulted in Zeal disappearing from the surface of the planet within the space of a single night. However, the very existence of the ancient civilization of Zeal has never been proven, so up till this day, this theory cannot be confirmed. Excuse me. On some timelines, Lavos appeared on the surface of the planet on the year 1999 and brought the world to ruins. However, a group of young time travelers saw where their planet's history was heading and, through their actions, rewrote time. This very research facility exists on that new timeline, in a world where, thanks to the defeat of Lavos by the young adventurers, the apocalypse never happened. On a temporal vector where human civilization continued to evolve unhampered. All the data of Lavos that was obtained from the tracing different parallel world possibilities has proven to be volatile with the fluctuating discrepancies. Perhaps at this point in time, it is nearly impossible to obtain any true information about Lavos. Hey, Michelle. I want to push the button. I don't want that button. Fine, I'll ignore for now. Pardon me? Let me go in here. Here we find brains. I know I can read about these. Model of brain analysis. Model of brain behavior. Why don't I read about this one? What's this one? Model of lower animal brain. Model of brain evolution. Interesting. So we can learn more about these guys as well. Screw that. Ah, the last enemy we can turn into. This is the Combot. That sounds dirty. Alright, thankfully there's only one enemy here, so I don't have to worry about it too much. It's also red innate, so be ready. Fuck! Orla! Fuck! Vigora! I'm gonna fuck you up. Gonna get you. Gonna get you. Ow, that hurts so much. Still have my Vigora activated. Now it's gone. And now he's dead. And now Sprig can turn into it. And that is the last enemy we can turn into in this area. Yay! Alright, so let's remove those equipment because we don't need them anymore. Also heal Orla of that burn. Equipment, moon glasses, magic seal. Alrighty, what's in the box? Hellbound. Yay? Don't really need that, but okay. Ooh. Alright, can I go up to floor 4 now? I can! Yay! Yeah, pretty much the only reason why we're here is for backstory. Oh god! Let's go around. The experiment will begin soon. Please evacuate to your designated positions. We will not do the same in case of an emergency. Okay. Go around. There we go. Now, I believe after we finish this area, we can't come back here, but I'm not 100% on that, so don't quote me. Everyone, gather around. Let's see. In the 11th century, a scientist by the name of Luca indicated the possibility of time travel through the use of a time egg, which utilizes miniature black holes. Whether this could actually be possible or not is still the subject of intense debate, and no conclusions have been made. According to her theory, by rotating a single point of supergravity, space-time continua can be drawn in, thus making it possible to transform that singular point which pulls in everything else into a ring formation. Using the ring as a gate between dimensions, it should be possible to travel back and forth between various spacetime. This is how the gates work in Chrono Trigger. I've heard that the time egg already existed during the legendary ancient dynasty. We shouldn't have to rely on theories from an ancient civilization that may not have existed. We can do this. but it's been said that the time egg was altered using the time was altered using the time egg. That's just a legend. There isn't any evidence to prove that this ancient dynasty ever existed. The experiment should be starting soon. After we discovered the unusual gravitational field in this barren sea of El Nido, we built several artificial islands and established Chronopolis. This will all be done to facilitate our top-secret research. But now, our research is about to come to its end. Once its final adjustments are made, the experiments will commence. It's just a matter of time, so everyone should keep up their good work. Chief hasn't returned yet. He hasn't? Then we'll have to hold back until he gets back. To think that time is not absolute, but elastic, relative, and subjective. That there can be individual differences caused by changes in time. Perhaps the same people and life forms can even exist in several different spacetimes. An independent time that flows with a will of its own? What nonsense. I know a certain someone who would be pissed about that. Sorry, talking about my own original characters again. Open the door, go through the door, go past the robot, and open the door. Come on, it's openable. There we go. God damn these freaking finicky doors. Excuse me, yeah, fuck it. And this, magnify. Chief said he was going for a walk. He probably went by the dock somewhere gazing out to sea. Hey, I didn't get to a single fight. Yay. If I'm going to a fight as soon as I get through this door, though. What? I didn't go through the door, I didn't press X. Up and around. Okay. Whew! That was actually pure luck. He turned towards me, too. Fuck. Past you. And you. First floor. So we're finding some pretty interesting shit out about, the behind-the-scenes aspects of this game. It's gonna be fun doing the, ending playthroughs, where I go through the entire game, unlocking all the endings. Alright. Well, there's the chief. Time Research Lab would have served as the foundation of this research center. Appeared out of nowhere in the year 2300 and was heated up by the scientific genius Balthazar. However, at the peak of his career, he simply vanished. We've continued his work and have come this far. Our work is almost complete. Well, it's about time I head back. The experiment's about to begin. So humans are going to evolve into geos. That explain the Tower of Geddon, the creatures we saw. Kind of. I don't know. Recent evolutionary theory believes that humans are going to get probably shorter. I believe it was. I know the heads are supposed to get bigger, and so are the eyes. Basically, from what I've heard, I've actually read up on evolutionary theory. Dear God. How much do I know, and how do I learn this shit? A common theory is that we're basically going to turn into what is the stereotypical gray alien. That's the belief. Some people believe, anyway. The record of fate is exposed? Two worlds that are so close and yet so far in nature, yet exist in different dimensions. Under the surveillance of the main computer of Chronopolis, fate. In other words, fate has always been observing the two parallel worlds and guiding them. Okay, so I have a theory about this. Since fate established the records of fate in a couple thousand years ago during the archipelago's first creation, the records of fate were around long before Surge was born. However, when Surge was born and the split happened, fate recognized the two different worlds splitting due to its records. So, this world's fate, which wasn't destroyed and turned to the Tower of Geddon, is receiving information from both sides. but the Tower of Geddon's version of Fate exists in a timeline where Lavos is able to destroy the timeline. So that Fate is no longer in existence. Interesting shit, huh? Multiverse theory, I love it! Alright, Fate has been manipulating the world of El Nido in order to to avoid any major change to the history it knows. If an event on El Nido influences the main continent, the year 2400 in which Fate exists would change. The paradox could potentially lead to greater disaster. Records of Fate, Fate's terminals, collect data from around the world and input guidances directly into the minds of its user. In this discreet way, Fate is able to control the lives of people without them knowing. Guided by Fate, the people of El Nido live a harmonious life. Really? In a sense, they are nothing more than puppets of Fate. Yeah, remember, at the very beginning of the game, I went into a hut where we saw a bunch of people lined up at a Record of Fate. I pointed that out as a save point. That is what it was doing around the world. These Records of Fate actually aren't just save points for us. Which also leaves us to believe that maybe Fate is controlling Surge as well, up to this point. Anyway, an instruction to the young girl in Arnie 01 to give up going to the main continent as a poet. An instruction to the man in Arnie 02 to give up becoming a fisherman. A plan to avoid any point of contact with the main continent so as not to affect history. However, ever since the formation of the Dead Sea 10 years ago, Fate has been unable to intervene directly with World 01. The best Fate could do was to cross the dimensions and receive data through the Records of Fate, and with which much difficulty Fate succeeded in binding Miguel to the Dead Sea as a watchman. Well, so yeah, these are the Records of Fate and what they're about. Now I can have fun with you. Because you're not going to kill me anymore. Because I don't need to focus on trying to capture you. You poor bastard. Alright, let's focus on the combat and boom! Fuck! I love having the Masamune. I know it's called the Master Mune, but whatever. Master Moon or whatever. God damn, what's up with my recorder? I'm gonna have to reset the recorder soon. I think I'll do that at the upcoming part. Are you done? Okay. Yeah, once this fight's over and the resulting conversation's over, I'll reset the recorder. Sorry guys, that's annoying as hell. 421. Cena, if you'd be so kind. Come on. There we go. I could do a summon again soon, if I do it right. There's Shadow. Let's get rid of that bastard. I'm not going to cast a summon, I just want to get the oomph up, you know? Boop. 301, nice. Alright, Orla, do your thing. Fuck! I love how powerful she is, just from a front flip. Multi-punch! So yeah, I love the Sisterhood's one, mostly due to the fact that we don't see two beams of blue energy for her. We see the one for her and red for her sister. It's just so cool that they add that little touch. Oh boy. And down he goes. I believe there was actually a fan theory for a while that Tia and Orla were the same person, just in opposite worlds. Just for some reason they had different names, and Tia could see Orla, and they both had dreams of each other, and yada yada yada. Get this. This is cool. It all began with a notebook my mother handed me. She told me she found it while cleaning out the closet. This old notebook, covered with mold, was a diary that belonged to my grandfather, who passed away years ago. It contained my grandfather's distant memories. Does this device play back archives? Looks like someone's memoirs. I wonder if you still remember how we first met in our many adventures. It all seemed like a dream. We ran like wind during those warm summer days long ago. You were a piece of a star that fell from the sky. I can still relive the memories of those days long past, just by closing my eyes like such and whispering your name into the desolate night. Kid. Radical Dreamers, the Tresor, Interdit. What is this? Radical Dreamers? What does this mean? There's a conversation with a comrade. Are you ready, kid? I know you're anxious, but stay on your toes. Yeah, likewise, mate. You messed up, and I'm leaving you behind. Got that, Surge? Come on, McGill. Let's go. That bastard Link is going to get what he deserves. Say your prayers. Not that I'll do you any good. This seems to be an archive from a different time than our own. Aside from the two worlds we already know about, other worlds and times may also exist. So basically what that was is a part of the Radical Dreamers game. The sequel, quote-unquote, to this game that came out a while ago. Let me see if I can pull up information about it real quickly. Encyclopedia. Where is it? Games. Dreamers. There it is. So basically, if I can gather, Radical Dreamers was a, oh wait, here's this. What's this? This may cause some lag, I apologize. Okay, Radical Dreamers, the Unstealable Jewel, is a Japanese video game produced by Square, now Square Enix, in 1996 for the Stellaview add-on to the Nintendo Super Famicom, aka the Super Nintendo. It is a text-based visual novel in which the player takes the role of Surge, a young adventurer accompanied by Kid, a teenage thief, and Gil, or Mugil, a mysterious masked magician. The game belongs to the Chrono series and is a Gaiden or side story to the 1995 game Chrono Trigger. It was released to complement its predecessor's plot and later serve as inspiration for Chrono Cross. Oh, so this was the prequel to this game. Okay. It features text-based gameplay and minimal graphics and sound effects, and was scored by composer Yasunori Mitsuda. Yasunori Mitsuda. Unlike many Stellaview titles, Radical Dreamers was not designed to lock after a certain number of playthroughs. Oh, interesting. So players owning an 8 megabyte memory pack onto which the game was downloaded can still play it today. Oh, interesting. Radical Dreamers and other Stellaview titles were planned to be released at Akihabara Electronics District in Tokyo. Square also tried to integrate it into the Japanese PlayStation port of Chrono Trigger as an Easter egg. Writer and director Masato Kato halted both releases, unhappy with the quality of his work. Though the game was never officially released, ROM hackers completed an English fan translation in 2003. So it was never officially released outside of Japan, but you can still find it if you look online in some places. Keep in mind it is a hack, so you have to be very careful with those type of things. It's a visual novel. If you don't know what those are, they're basically just that. They're games that are told through a completely visual medium where you have little input into it outside of yes, no, and other dialogue trees. It's basically a play-your-own-adventure book as a game, but you don't control characters. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting side story. So I may have to look into this, see if I can find something about it. If I can find a copy of it, I might actually play it. Sounds fun. Anyway, I'll be right back so I can reset the recorder.